What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics and relationships so you don't drown too. I am just a man just trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. Let's look at this picture. Is this not a nice picture? I think this is a nice picture, right? I think that most young dudes, most young girls will like a picture like this when they're growing up, right? You're going through your educational phase. Like this, I don't know. This seems like an educational thing. It maybe had just been a gathering or something, but this looks like this looks like something like they just got out of class or something like college or something like this, something like that. Maybe high school ish, and it's a nice picture. But we don't cover nice things, so I hope you guys all got your seatbelts unfastened on the Titanic because we're about to hit that iceberg, baby. Here we go. So that person who posted that picture of that guy with her name is Lena Sarawat or Arawat or some shit like this. Anyway, just looking at this picture, I'm all for it. Hold on now. It's the same girl, and it's a video, and it's that same girl, and that girl has another dude because these are not the same. This is not the same guy. And he has his arm around her. Now, I'm going to just sit here and say this, though. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say this. All right? If I'm with somebody and some guy has his arm that close to proximity to the girl that I'm with, our relationship is over. I think anybody with respect, that relationship is fucking over. Right? But this is not just any guy. This is clavicular or clavicle. And clavicular or clavicle is known for hanging around white supremacists who pretend that they're not white supremacists. It's the new neo-Nazi group. But the Great Replacement is real. The Great Replacement replaced all the original Nazis with people who are brown. The leader of that group is named Nick Fuentes, who is a Mexican who hates Indians, hates blacks, hate any other group, but loves sucking him up some white dudes. And we know this because clavicle or clavicular hangs around Nick Fuentes, and it is the most weirdest fucking thing you could ever see. So clavicle, whatever the fuck his name is hanging out with this girl. Hopefully, this is as far as it goes, right? Well, let's see.
Okay, we got you. Here, come sit with me. Really don't want to. We don't have that many seats, so you gotta sit with me.
I really don't want it to be on the YouTube.
Alright, sounds like a plan, my man.
It's not going to be on the YouTube.
Alright.
Or the live stream, right?
No, take it out of the YouTube video. Oh my gosh. Yeah? Better so. Dude, it's genuinely so hot. Drinking.
I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it.
Oh, no, not. I know YouTube video, guy. Don't put her in the YouTube video.
Please don't. I don't want to be in it.
I don't want to be in it.
He's done. You gotta love it. You gotta fucking love it, right? So this girl, right, who has a boyfriend, meets up with this guy. They just met, and she's already cheating. And I don't care if anybody sits there and says, "Oh, it's not physical. There's no penalty." Listen, my man can see her little fucking mosquito bites, right? She's in another man's lap. He's already having intimate contact with her, right? As far as we concerned, she go. And the thing is, the lady in the back don't even look white. Hold on, the lady in the back don't even look fucking white. She looked like I could be bugging. But again, I'm just trying to figure this out, right? Because it's funny because these new white supremacist types that are mostly brown, who also ally with radical Muslims or whatever, like it's a very weird ecosystem that they're in. Clavicle, whatever. His whole thing, and it's funny because apparently he's just been exposing these girls who are just hoes, right? He's a hoe, and he's gonna expose girls who are hoes. And I know there's gonna be people that's gonna sit there and say, "Well, I don't understand. Her boyfriend looks good. Why would she cheat?" And the reason why is because you gotta understand there's something about the 666, which is the mark of the devil, right? The way that this works is good looks, good height, status, and fame, or money, or whatever the fuck it is. These type of girls will always go for the next thing that seems better. Even if it's not better, they will never be satisfied. So her boyfriend, her man, or her husband probably had a good amount of money. Not, probably, and you could tell, dude's tall compared to her. Good looking dude. In fact, I would even go as far to say he's probably a better looking dude naturally than clavicular is, right? Because clavicular smashes his face with fucking hammers to try to angulate make his face more angular and more perceived as attractive. Will do drugs so that he doesn't eat. I mean, again, his parents were bodybuilders and even they considered him a fucking junkie. Crazy shit, right? He took so many goddamn artificial things trying to enhance himself. He thought that he was infertile. He's a looks maxim, but we called it an infertile maxim, right? The thing that's so crazy about this, she hopped right in this man's lap, and her only problem was she didn't want to get caught. She's not sad that she was doing things that was bad. She was upset that she was caught. And this is the thing. For anyone sitting there saying that, oh, girls are just slows. No. We can't keep doing this thing where we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna pretend that women are not intelligent. Women are very intelligent. Whenever a woman wants to get dirt on you, they all turn into fucking bona fide archaeologists and they'll pull up shit from your past. Like, yo, what the fuck? What? Like, they could have been finding dinosaurs now. They want to pull up your past because they're upset with you for a little bit, right? They're very selective, but they're very selective in what they accept reality to be, and that's kind of the sad thing about it. Not all women, but a lot of these low quality women, like this woman right here, right? And you have some people saying, well, she was doing that because she wanted a job. That doesn't make it better. That makes it worse. This makes it so much worse. Because if she's willing to jump in this man's lap for a job, what else was she willing to do or already has done? Let's be real here. But so not only is she willing to be, not only is this whore willing to whore out herself for a job, she's also willing to cheat on her boyfriend. She's also willing to mess with a dude who pretty much sits there and looks at you as lesser than. Right? Now, again, one more time. She has to have known who this dude was. Had to. There's no way. Women are not to listen. Most women, when they like somebody, they're going to find out every single thing about that individual. They become damn near borderline stalkers, right? A lot of women are actually stalkers, dude, when they like somebody. Right? They do shit that men could never do and get away with. Unless the man is like on the top 8 out of 10 type shit. They could never get away with this type of shit. And you already know because girls be having whole ass intel meetings like they're in the fucking military. Right? For a guy that they like. So if you think that she did not know anything about this man's fucking past, even if she just met him, you're a fucking fool. You are a fucking fool. But let's look at this. Lena S. is a finance major in Indiana University Kelley School. Okay. That's nice. There's a picture of her. Now, this is her. So, yes, she is Indian. Apparently, they believe that she's mixed, right? She has a white mother and an Indian father. Listen, dog, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Oh, you already know. That's her brother? Oh, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I hope this girl, for the next couple of years, her life is very, very rough. Very rough. And listen, you already know this information coming back to mom and dad. You already know. Listen. You already know. And they're getting in this girl's ass. Let's look at some of these comments. For people wondering, her name is Lena Sarawat, and she is Sikh Hindu. Her family is originally from Mumbai. Look at these comments real quick. Oh, she's cooked. Not a Shia. She is Brahmin Hindu from Minnesota, India. India. Can't be that Sikh Hindu. That's definitely a converted hoe. Her mother is white Italian. Well, name Lena Sarawat. Dropping her name and Insta handle here so her future partners can avoid this horror. Her future kids are cooked. Not gonna lie. You know what's crazy? Somebody's gonna scoop that up. In the future. This girl started panicking the moment she realized she was being live streamed after cheating on her boyfriend with Clavicular. Yeah, yo, you can't make this shit up, dog. You know what's actually crazy? Dating, well, I don't know if it's still the same. You guys ever dated like Spanish women and they do that shit with the kissy faces? Where like they kiss each other on the side of the face? I don't know if all Spanish women do that. I know I dealt with the Spanish girl when I was much younger that did that shit, and I was like, nah, stop it. No more of that. Don't like it. Nope. Oh, well, that's just how we get that. I was like, nope. I was like, how about this? How about I do that with girls? And she was the jealous type too. Shit stopped real quick. Was like, don't play that stupidness with me. Nope. Unless that person is literally your family, I don't want to see. And I was like, I'm not a controlling dude, but that right there, stop playing. Listen, that's a boundary before we consider those boundaries. But no. Have you guys ever dealt with somebody who tried to push a boundary like that and just thought that you was gonna sit there and be cool with it? Man. Funny how the panic only started when the camera was on, not when she was cheating, but when the accountability went live. Some people aren't sorry for what they did. They're just terrified of who might see it. Yeah, absolutely. Because here's the thing. After Clavicular does whatever he does, he probably still fucked her if he didn't already fuck her, right? After that shit is said and done, and she doesn't get a job that she thought that she was going to get. See, she's an opportunist, right? And this is kind of the reason why a lot of times when I hear about, like, say for example, Harvey Weinstein and fucking Bill Cosby, how they sit there and they try to, all these girls come forward talk about they were raped and X, Y, and Z. The thing that's so crazy is it's that thing. What is it? Schroeder's fucking feminist, where either women are super empowered or they're victims, whichever one benefits them the most at the time, right? The thing that's so crazy about it is with Harvey Weinstein and fucking Bill Cosby, a lot of those girls, well, no, I don't know about the Bill Cosby thing so much, right? But let's say Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was a powerful man in Hollywood. And I always said this shit because I've had feminists come up to me and they tried to argue, right, with their feelings over logic. Like, oh, well, he took advantage of those women. I was like, he didn't take advantage of those women. Just like I've seen you do the same shit. You got two girls trying to fight for a role in a movie. Both are great actors, right? One acts harder, the other one sits there, and she says that she's willing to do a little bit of extra to get the role. And we've seen women, when they get something that they want, again, women are not dumb. Don't think that women are dumb. They're not dumb. When women get something in their fucking head, right? When they attach themselves to a goal, right? They become ruthless. They become cutthroat. They turn on their own fucking friends and like, understand. If they somehow managed to make a fucking fat burning pill, and it was like, what was it? It was like, what was it? The greatest motivator for losing weight is a girl who got her heart hurt, a girl with a heartbreak. Have you ever seen these girls that the only motivation they get is they had a breakup and they go from being like fucking 270 pounds overweight and they drop down to like fucking 98 pounds? And it's just pure hatred at that point, right? If we could somehow manage to put that in a fucking pill, obesity across America would disappear. We wouldn't even need, that's probably what's inside of OpenSec. It's a fucking girl's tears. Anyway, she's only upset because at the end of the day, the guy's gonna know. She's not upset about it. She's not sad about it. She just knows, listen, she has a type. Clearly, it's white guys, right? She clearly has a type. Right? It's not a coincidence that she had a white boyfriend and then she went for Clavicular. But my thing is, and I guarantee you, any guy, if they have fame, right, with this type of girl, can get play. And honestly, I don't think this is her first time. I think this is just her first time getting caught. I don't get this, honestly. Clav isn't that good looking. What are these girls even thinking? What do they get out of it? It's not even clout. His viewers are grow perversions, and he's not that popular. The duality of man. Most people have poor tastes, but options are limited. If you're in the Sahara, who's to say what you're willing to drink? In the end, high standards are actually low standards. They get paid to participate in stage encounters. Yeah, no, it's not paid encounters. I hate the motherfuckers that think that everything on the internet is fake, but then they fall for the most obvious bullshit. But they think that they're so intelligent. It's so stupid. Why would you get in a streamer's van after being on camera with them all night and then suddenly demand not to be recorded because you want a job in the future? Like, what? Yeah, because she's dumb. Why she went into the van itself is a very much a red flag. Forget the cheating bit later on. Who was the leader in the clip? Why is she panicking? Does she know Clav is going to marry her? Isn't the boy in the picture in the video the same? Who's boy? No, they're not the same. No, they are different men. The guy in the video is a famous streamer. The guy in the pic isn't. Got it. Okay. Women will cheat and pull out the victim card and start crying. And that's why I generally don't mind what Clav is doing. Expose them for what they are. Again, you have people over here trying to praise Clav for it. It's like, I've seen people that go, why does it matter to you? Why does it matter to you? I've had one person sit there and, because they saw me looking into it and they was asking me what I was looking at and I explained it to them and it was like, but dude, they're young. And it was like, but it's a fucking tale as old as time. What? Sometimes because here's the thing, right? You got people who are not of this generation or the new generation, right? Because I'm not the generation right now, which is the 20s and to the whatever. But you have like, I don't know, I wouldn't call them boomers, right? But they don't think that dating is as bad as it is. So you need to show them something as clear cut as this to basically reboot their fucking brains, right? Oh well, you're not even that age. You shouldn't be caring about this. No, no, no. This is a tale as old as time. It doesn't matter if I'm 6 or 60. This should be our stance from here on out. We should all be living life like a camera's on us 24/7. This goes for men. This goes for women. Don't do anything that you will regret for the rest of your fucking life like this. I don't think she's gonna regret this for the rest of her life. She's fine though. This is fake. It's a show. Here we go. There are literally 100 million people that have seen this over the various clips she's cooked. In Poland, a streamer who created such content did not inform people that they were on a live broadcast and conviction of a crime was in the... Man, he's not... Convicular's not going to fucking prison for having a fucking hole in his lap. That's fucking Poland. Backwards ass Poland. Women when it's time to be accountable. I'm convinced that these are fake because there's one. If there's one, sure. But this is like a new clip every time. Okay. It's a new clip every time because all you have to do to be attracted to a lot of these low quality women, right, is be somewhat in shape, have somewhat of a following, and look decent. Now, you don't even to be honest, I think that I think fame outweighs looks. Even if you so the thing is, a person who's low quality is always gonna do something to basically satisfy their endless fucking need, right? So a girl could have a guy who's tall and good looking and fuck with this midget who just has fame. Or a girl could have a guy who's extremely rich but fuck with a guy who is at her gym who's in shape, right? It's one thing to sit there as a guy and be like, yeah, that girl's cute. It's another thing to be like, yeah, that girl is cute. I can't control myself, and then you go fuck her. The same thing with women, right? If you already got something and every single time you see it, you go for it, it's a fucking problem. So to summarize, her boyfriend was tall, handsome, and loved her for years. Still, she cheated on him with Clavicle, whom she had just met. She was not even sad about that she was cheating, but because her boyfriend would find out. Modern women cannot be loyal. Why are they so evil? That's why you don't date a modern woman. You don't date a modern woman. You don't even date a traditional woman anymore because those have been infiltrated as well. You date pioneer women, the women that you've seen have been tested, that build with you when you have nothing, that don't just up and run and catch an attitude and get upset when things get a little bit hard. You don't need a traditional woman anymore. You don't need a modern woman anymore. First off, we don't need traditional women anymore because women can go out and go do the damn thing on their own, right? You have these fucking women who want to be princesses or these trophy wives, but they don't want to do none of the trophy work. My grandma said this: a person with a void inside will always trade a diamond for a stone just to feel something. Character flaw does not have a gender. God damn, that's hot. That's hot. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.